The Mouse House dealing another blow to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Disney ditching its plan to build a billion-dollar office complex in Lake Nona. The move will cost the state approximately 2,000 new jobs. Disney's theme parks and consumer products chairman Josh DeMarco citing considerable changes to leadership and the business environment as well. Meantime, a spokesperson for Governor DeSantis downplaying the news, blaming the company's declining stock price for the decision. So the fight continues. Joining us right now, Matt Belloni. He's the founding partner of Puck News, and Tom Rogers, Newsweek editor-at-large, former NBC Cable president, of course, and a CNBC contributor. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Matt, how much of this was a decision made, as Governor DeSantis says, about sort of the economics of what was going on inside Disney, the fact that this might have been a Chapek thing to begin with, and how much of this was, let's stick it in the eye of DeSantis and see if it changes the dynamic in Florida a little bit?
I think it's a little bit of both. There's no doubt that Disney is in cost-cut fire sale mode. I mean, they're taking shows off of Disney Plus and Hulu to save money right now. They're laying off 7,000 people. And while the Florida move of this division would have saved money in the long term, there were a lot of costs associated with it. And Iger never really liked it from a financial perspective. But I think Iger also liked the opportunity to poke DeSantis in the eye a little bit here and say, listen, if you're going to battle us, you're going to lose these high-paying jobs. We're just going to take them out of your state.
Right. But, Matt, the question is, you can take him out of the state. First of all, he's governor for a while at this point. It's not like it's going to change the vote there. How much of this is about trying to poke him in the eye in terms of a presidential run?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a war. I mean, this is DeSantis declared war on Disney, and Iger believes this is a battle that he can win. He's, doing it in the courts. He's doing it on the ground there in Florida, and he's doing it, I think, in the hearts and minds of his own employees. His own employees like this. They like that he is standing up for the Disney values here against a Florida politician that has made Disney a punching bag in his own political ambitions. And I think it is kind of hurting DeSantis here.
Oh, I would think it would hurt DeSantis, but then we were talking about maybe it doesn't because maybe this is what his base wants. Hard to know. Well, Tom, what do you think?
I think this is a lose-lose for DeSantis. Iger's looking tougher than he is, and when you're Ron DeSantis and you're trying to show that you're tougher than Donald Trump, that's not a good look. And the only way out of this now, I think, is to cave, and that's a worse look. So I think when you're trying to run to the right of Donald Trump, you're alienating the corporate Republican donor class, and you're alienating independent women. And your argument vis-a-vis Trump is you're more electable than Trump is, while you have a troika of general election unelectability issues that you're presenting here. This is not a good stance for Ron DeSantis. But I agree with Matt. Disney has a real cash flow issue. Moffett-Nathanson did a great cash flow study. They had $10 billion in free cash flow in 2018, about $1.3 billion last year, and almost all their free cash flow now coming from the parks. They got to do something, and this is a twofer for Iger. He saves cash, and he sticks it to DeSantis.
Matt, in terms of additional chess pieces that Disney has here, that Bob Iger has in the fight with DeSantis, what are they? Of course, it sounds like they've committed to still build and invest another $10 billion in the state of Florida. Could they peel that back?
Well, they can do little things, but the fact of the matter is that Iger's hands are tied with respect to the parks themselves. Disney is not getting out of Florida. This whole movement to, recruit Disney to another state, not going to happen. The Florida parks are the profit engine for this company right now. Tom is right. And they're not going to get out. But there are things they can do with employees moving there. They can move conferences out of the state. They can do things. I mean, Iger's already doing things by inviting an LGBTQ conference to take place at Disney World, things that highlight the division there. And, maybe it works for DeSantis in the short term where he can appeal to highly conservative Republicans in these states like Iowa and New Hampshire that he feels he needs to win the nomination and go to the right of Trump. But long term, I don't think this works. And Disney doesn't have that many things they can do outside of what they're already doing.